Once upon a time, in the village of Illah, there lived a young man named Amatsi. Illah was a beautiful place, with houses lined up along the banks of the river Niger. As Amatsi arrived in Illah, he was greeted by the warm sun shining down on the village. He could hear the sounds of laughter and chatter from the people going about their daily routines. The air was filled with the smell of fish and the sound of waves lapping against the riverbank. Amatsi looked around in awe at the beauty of Illah. The houses were painted in bright colors, and the streets were bustling with activity. Everywhere he looked, he saw people busy with their work, fishing in the river, or tending to their fields. Amatsi felt a sense of excitement as he walked through the village, taking in the sights and sounds of his new home. He knew that life in Illah would be different from what he was used to, but he was determined to make the best of it. As the sun began to set, Amatsi found a place to stay for the night. He lay down on his mat, feeling grateful for the opportunity to start afresh in this beautiful village. After settling into his new home in Illah, Amatsi faced challenges in finding a source of income. Coming from a background of petty trading in his former community, he hoped to continue his trade in Illah. Days turned into weeks, and Amatsi's savings began to dwindle. Without a steady source of income, he found himself struggling to make ends meet. The money he had saved from his petty trading was running out, and he worried about how he would sustain himself in Illah. Each morning, Amatsi woke up with determination, hoping to find a way to earn a living. He explored the village, speaking to locals, and trying to find opportunities for work. However, jobs were scarce, and competition was fierce among the fishermen who dominated the village's economy. Despite his efforts, Amatsi found himself facing financial hardship. He had never experienced such difficulties before, and he felt overwhelmed by the uncertainty of his situation. As the days passed, he wondered how he would survive in a place where he felt like a stranger. Amidst his struggles, Amatsi remained resilient. He refused to give up hope, believing that there was a solution to his financial woes somewhere in Illah. One bright morning, as the sun rose over the village of Illah, he was walking along the riverbank, deep in thought about his financial struggles, when he met Akanamo, a young man from the village. Akanamo noticed the troubled look on Amatsi's face and approached him with a friendly smile. "Good morning, friend," he greeted Amatsi. "You seem troubled. Is there anything I can do to help?" Amatsi hesitated at first, unsure whether to share his troubles with a stranger. But there was something about Akanamo's kind demeanor that put him at ease. So, he decided to confide in him about his financial difficulties and his struggles to make a living in Illah. Listening attentively, Akanamo nodded sympathetically as Amatsi poured out his heart. When Amatsi finished speaking, Akanamo offered him a reassuring smile. "I understand how challenging it can be to find work in Illah," he said. "But I have an idea that might help you." Intrigued, Amatsi listened as Akanamo explained his plan. "You see, in Illah, many young men make a living by fishing in the river," Akanamo said. "They catch fish and sell them in the village market for a good profit." Amatsi's eyes lit up with excitement as he listened to Akanamo's words. Fishing had never crossed his mind as a potential source of income, but now it seemed like a promising opportunity. He thanked Akanamo profusely for his advice and expressed his eagerness to give fishing a try. Encouraged by Amatsi's enthusiasm, Akanamo made him a promise. "I'll help you get started with fishing," he said. "I'll show you the best spots along the river and teach you everything you need to know about catching fish. Together, we'll make sure you can earn a good living here in Illah." Amatsi was overwhelmed with gratitude for Akanamo's kindness and generosity. He shook Akanamo's hand warmly, feeling a newfound sense of hope and optimism. Filled with hope and determination, Amatsi eagerly awaited the day when he would join Akanamo on a fishing expedition. Early one morning, the two men set out on a small boat, ready to explore the secrets of the river Niger. As they sailed along the calm waters, Akanamo shared his knowledge of the river with Amatsi. He explained the best times to fish, the different techniques employed by skilled fishermen, and the importance of understanding the river's patterns. Amatsi absorbed every word, eager to embrace this new venture. The river, once a source of uncertainty for Amatsi, now unfolded before him as a realm of potential. Akanamo pointed out the spots where the fish congregated and taught Amatsi the art of casting a net. The gentle lapping of the water against the boat created a soothing rhythm as they ventured deeper into the heart of the river. Akanemo's animated explanations filled the air. Eventually, the time came for Akanemo to demonstrate the casting of the net. Amatsi, fueled by excitement and curiosity, expressed his desire to try it himself. Akanemo, though hesitant, agreed, and Amatsi prepared to cast the net as if his life depended on it. In a moment of exuberance, Amatsi hurled the net with all his might. The net soared through the air, capturing the attention of the river's gentle currents. However, in his enthusiasm, Amatsi lost his balance, and to everyone's surprise, he was dragged into the river by the weight of the net. The splash echoed through the tranquil morning, leaving Akanemo stunned for a moment. Reacting quickly, he dove into the water to rescue his newfound friend. Yet, in the blink of an eye, Amatsi sank so deep that it seemed as though the river itself had claimed him. As other fishermen rushed to the scene, a sense of urgency filled the air. The search for Amatsi began, but the river, which had been a source of hope, now hid the fate of the young man who had dared to cast his net into its depths. As the news of Amatsi's unexpected plunge into the river spread through the village, a somber atmosphere settled over Illah. Other fishermen paddled their boats hastily, diving into the water in a desperate attempt to locate Amatsi, but the river seemed to hold its secrets tightly. Unknown to the villagers, in the depths of the river Niger, a different reality unfolded. Mirabelle, a curious and enchanting mermaid, had sensed a disturbance in the river's currents. Intrigued, she swam towards the commotion, hoping to discover what the river had brought forth. To her surprise, Mirabelle found Amatsi's lifeless body, gently swaying with the rhythm of the underwater currents. There was an inexplicable connection between them, and she felt a strange sense of familiarity. Amatsi's features, though motionless, held a unique charm that captivated her. Driven by an impulse she couldn't quite comprehend, Mirabelle decided to use her mystical powers to bring Amatsi back to life. As she touched him, a surge of energy passed between them. Amatsi's eyes fluttered open, and he found himself in the embrace of the underwater world. Mirabelle, with her ethereal beauty, revealed herself to Amatsi. She explained how she had been drawn to him, not just by the river's currents, but by a connection that surpassed the boundaries of land and water. Mirabelle, having been captivated by Amatsi's story and his resilient spirit, decided to give him a part of herself, a gift that would change his fate. Amatsi, now able to breathe both in water and on land, looked at Mirabelle in awe. He felt a deep sense of gratitude towards this mystical being who had not only saved him but had bestowed upon him a unique and otherworldly gift. Little did he know, this gift would forever alter the course of his life. Mirabelle, touched by Amatsi's appreciation, spoke of her fascination with the stories he had shared with Akanemo. She admired his courage, resilience, and the simple dreams he held. In those underwater moments, an unspoken understanding formed between Amatsi and Mirabelle. As Amatsi crossed the threshold from the brink of life and death, he and Mirabelle became connected in ways beyond the comprehension of the villagers above. Amatsi, now transformed by Mirabelle's mystical gift, emerged from the depths of the Illah community river with a newfound purpose. He returned to the land, where Akanemo and the other villagers awaited news of his fate. Their astonishment at seeing Amatsi alive was palpable, mingled with relief and curiosity. Amatsi shared his extraordinary experience with Akanemo, recounting the events that had unfolded beneath the river's surface. Akanemo, though initially skeptical, listened intently as Amatsi described his encounter with Mirabelle and the remarkable gift she had bestowed upon him. With Mirabelle's gift, Amatsi gained the ability to breathe both underwater and on land, bridging the gap between the two worlds. He became a living embodiment of the connection between Illah and the marine kingdom, a symbol of unity and harmony. Inspired by his newfound abilities and determined to honor Mirabelle's gift, Amatsi set out to build a kingdom that would serve as a bridge between the land and the marine kingdom. With the help of Akanemo and other villagers, he acquired land along the riverbank and began constructing a grand palace. The kingdom that emerged was a testament to Amatsi's vision and determination. It stood as a symbol of hope and unity, bringing together people from both the land and the sea. Mirabelle, ever curious and supportive, watched from the depths of the river as Amatsi's dream took shape. As the kingdom grew, so did Amatsi's influence and reputation. He became known as the Earth Guardian of the River, a title bestowed upon him by the villagers in recognition of his role in bridging the gap between their world and the marine kingdom. Over time, Amatsi's kingdom flourished, becoming a beacon of prosperity and harmony in the region. Villagers from far and wide came to marvel at its beauty and to seek Amatsi's wisdom and guidance. Legend has it that Amatsi and Mirabelle continued to live in Illah, their love story echoing through the generations as a testament to the enduring power of unity and love. The kingdom they built stood as a reminder of the extraordinary bond between land and sea, a legacy that would endure for generations to come.